Hello and welcome to Stardust Custom Tutorials. Today we're going to be looking at the Mythic Legion's Sir Gideon Heavensbrand from the new Necronomus wave, I believe. This is the only figure I've picked up from that wave, but I'm just now kind of dipping my toes into the Mythic Legion's realm, so I'm kind of picking and choosing. I'm not going all in just yet, but man, the figures that I have gotten. Recently did a video on the Legendary Barbarian, which is an amazing figure, and this guy just looks incredible. The paint apps, the soft goods that are on him, I'm not usually a fan of soft goods, but these look really good. The paint apps and Mythic Legions figures are always really good, so closer look at the box here. Get a little bio on Sir Gideon Heavensbrand, who is a member of the Order of Etheron, I think is how you say it. Look at the back of the box. Okay, let's go through his accessories first. He comes with the... I forget what this is called. It's a special sword, but it definitely looks very cool. And this sheath, I think this is a unique sword for him. Or maybe the head of the Order of the Etheron or something. Etherion, I'm not sure how to say it. Can't. Dagger. Sheath. Again, very well painted. It comes with two additional belts that can go over the shoulder. This one's really thin. I haven't seen one this thin before. This is his other shoulder pauldron. These hands that come on him have a horizontal hinge, and these hands in the box have a vertical hinge, which are much better for sword holding. These are wings for his helmet, which is here, which is not, it is an alternate head. It actually has his face in there. I think the bird actually, yeah, so the bird can come off, so you can have just plain helmet, an additional neck peg, and then I'm not sure why this one has the hinge in it as well, so I'm not quite sure why he comes with two. And he comes with the shield, and there's two different handle types for the shield, either to clip onto his arm or for him to hold in his hand. But I think this, yeah, so this little eagle here comes off. That's pretty cool. There's not a separate piece. I would have liked it if there was a separate piece to cover this hole, so if you wanted just this as a shield, you could do that. You can just do this, so he has just the eagle shield. That's kind of cool. But this is a really nice looking shield piece as well, so it would have been nice if something was packed in to cover that up, but that's fine. This is a very cool shield. And for a closer look at Sir Gideon, feels like he has kind of one of the standard armor bodies underneath, but you can see great head sculpt, really good paint apps all over. So the armor has kind of like, I don't know if it'll show up on camera, but it has like a reddish, pinkish, I assume it's an airbrush, but it's a real light airbrush just over a few parts. It's on the top of this eagle too. Crown. It's just sort of a pink hue to it, so that's kind of a cool little detail. Really good detail on the armor, on his arms, his belt, really good paint. Not much on his, oh yeah, well there's some detail stuff on his upper legs, but most of the stuff that's interesting is here. They painted all the belts and buckles, which I love. So that's really great. Yeah, overall really good looking figure. So I'm gonna see. Yeah, okay, that comes off easily. Yeah, I don't know why they put in a separate neck peg. It might be shorter? Can't tell. Looks like maybe it's a little bit shorter. Wonder if this... No? It pops right on there and it looks okay. Let's see. He's got like a little hole cut in the back of his soft goods there, so you can plug... There's the hole. There it is. You can plug the armor bits in. And the soft goods don't get in the way. It's still... Here we go. Really cool looking figure. Okay, real quick, we'll go over articulation. Head is on a ball and a hinge here, which is definitely a big step up from their older where it was just a ball peg, so you can get a lot more up and down out of this, and you get tilt on the ball, but you can actually twist. So this is a separate piece, so it is swivelable. So if you want some more dynamic poses, you can get this to kind of act like a... You can get some side-to-side tilt by doing that, twisting the neck. So you can get some more dynamic poses out of it. It's not a double ball peg, but with the neck on a swivel, it acts essentially as one. Shoulder is up to about there. Full rotation. There is a single jointed elbow. This piece, that piece is on there, so a single jointed elbow with swivel there. You have a swivel at the top of the gauntlet because it's actually two separate pieces there. Hinge and swivel wrists. There's no articulation at the mid torso. There's the ball joint down there that you've already seen when I took it apart, so plenty of range there. And the hips are on a hinge. Can do full splits out to the side, full forward, pretty far back. There's a swivel here. There is a single jointed knee that gets a little bit better than 90, and then there's a swivel underneath the knee here. Then there's also a swivel and a hinge and swivel ankle down here. So lower legs have, other than the single jointed knee, which still gets better than 90, tons and tons of good articulation in the ankles and the knees and the hips. So you can get him into some... He is, because he's the new body, you can get him to kneel down. You can get into some pretty crazy dynamic poses. As dynamic as you would ever think a guy in full plate mail would be able to do. Really good articulation on this guy. Better than some of the older figures, but you know, the only difference really is the hinge on the neck, the elbows and the knees get just a little bit better range, and that's it. 4 Mythic Legions, very good. Good articulation overall. Okay, so these figures are designed to be modular, and so you can pull them all apart, change out the armors, mix and match with other figures. So they're designed to be able to just take apart right out of the box. Normally I would heat him up with the... I've never dealt with soft goods so much, so I don't really know what the heat would do to this. I think it's gonna be fine, but I kind of want to see if I can get him apart. His head popped off easy enough, so let's see if we can just kind of pull him apart so we can see how this works. So this is cool. These are actually 2 different pieces. These aren't the same piece. This is like a shirt. This is like an elastic band inside there. And these are just kind of skirt pieces separately, so let's see how much we can do. Those come in and out easy enough. I do want to swap out these with the vertical hinges. So one of these, yeah, this one's kind of locked up, so I'll have to heat that up, but some of the articulation can be a little stiff out of the box, but this feels pretty good. Everything's moving. everything's moving just fine, so I'm not too worried about taking it apart. So the body, yeah, that was easy. There you go. All right. These are screw pieces. You can see some of the wires are kind of sticking out there, but that's okay. You're never going to see that. It's together. This is a separate piece. See kind of what his armor looks like without anything on there. And same, the legs separate here, 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 and the feet come out. Let's see if I can get the armor out. Ah, there you go. So, arm can pop out. Yeah, so this is just kind of like their standard knight armor underneath. Yeah, this thing is trying to tear, so I'm not going to take that out, but while he has his stuff off, I will put these on. I'm also kind of getting into several different, there we go, several different independent companies, and they all kind of have this same goal of being modular figures like this, and I love that. Like, as a customizer, that is awesome. I love being able to pop figures apart, swap parts, take them apart, put them back together again, and it just allows, especially for custom painting, it allows so much more versatility, and it's easier to do when you can just take the body apart, paint one little bit at a time. And I forget which one goes front. Well, we'll put it on like that and we'll see, I guess. This covers up the back a little bit more. I think that's the way it goes. Okay, belt. There we go. Alright. Yeah, that kind of ties into down here a little bit. That's pretty cool. He has a bunch of loops for the sword. I wonder if this goes in the back. I don't know if I'm gonna kind of pay much attention to the lore of Mythic Legions, or if it's, oh yeah, that's pretty cool. Or if it's just gonna be like my own type of thing. Like, I got him because I was like, ooh, he's a great King Arthur figure. King Arthur knight type of figure, yeah, that's awesome. Now that's kind of in the way of the shoulder pauldron. This one can go in, but I don't think the other one can, but that's okay. Doesn't need a shoulder pauldron on both sides. This is a huge sword, so it doesn't make a whole lot of sense for it to be back here, but I like the look of that. And this hand is not super flexible. This is the one that... yeah, I gotta warm that hand up. The hand's not very flexible, and the hinge does not want to work. Okay, took a little bit of work. I thought it was frozen up in there, but it is moving now, so got that going. And once it's warmed up, the fingers are more than flexible enough. Usually, and the other figures I've had, they've been really flexible and easy to get on, but these ones are a little stiffer. So yeah, very cool looking figure when it's all put together nicely. And some people don't like the articulation, like this is the newer body, so his joints, they do go a little bit past 90, so elbows and his knees do. You could get him in this pose even if he didn't have the newer body. And now for some comparison shots. Here he is with some other Mythic Legions figures. Here he is with some NECA Dungeons and Dragons figures. He fits right in there. Here he is with the Savage Crucible Como of the Isles and the Frazetta Girls Icon Collectibles Norseman. Here he is with the Loose Collector Red Sonja and the Zezre Studios Berenice. And finally, here he is with a custom Masters of the Universe Masterverse Conan and a Marvel Legends Khazar. Oh, so what can I say about this figure that I have not already said? Just the soft goods just really make this thing shine. It looks amazing. So much detail, sculpt, paint everywhere, great articulation, and you know, if you can get it for a reasonable retail price, it's a great deal, great figure. Just, I don't know what else to say about it. I'm super happy to have it. He's gonna be, like I said, he's gonna be kind of my King Arthur-ish type character on the shelf. I just have kind of a generic fantasy shelf, so with lack of any other story, is gonna be his spot as my King Arthur Excalibur, and I think that works really well too. So anyway, if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. If you have any recommendations on other Mythic Legions figures, please let me know in the comments down below. I know there's a huge customizing community out there and some really good painters that I've seen making some really amazing customs for Mythic Legions. So I'm pretty excited to get into it. Anyway, thank you for watching Sarge's Custom Tutorials.